Welcome everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Veronica Steele and you crochet with Llama Bee. So you see the picture right here real quick. This is the bag that we're going to line in today, and I will show you how you can cut it and sew it. Well, the way you can sew it. So yeah, so don't forget, give me a thumbs up and leave your comment, and hit the notification bell twice, so that way when Crochet with Llama Bee have a new video, will you receive a notification. So real quick, this, you can see this is all the materials you're gonna need. Now the fabric is depend the colors and how much you're gonna need it. This depend for the size the bag that you're gonna crochet. Okay, so just real quick, I just got some for one that I recommended. Now I'm not professional. Just let me clear this right here. I'm not professional. I'm not, about kind of the fabrics and stuff like that. I work in, and I like to share what it was work for me, and I hopefully that what I shared for you is work for you. So yes. So right here, that is the one, the options I like to use most of the time for my bags, just fabric like this one color. But if you like to use something like this, well, this is up to you. There's an option. So I'm just gonna show you something, if you like to put it something like that. For me, is much better just using some like that, this kind of color. So of course you're gonna need some any colors of fabric. The at least 1 yard is what you're gonna need mostly for crochet bags. That's, and I think 1 yard is a lot, but at least 1 yard, so in case, you actually 1 yard, the fabric is enough, because that way you can have a little extra. So some clips, this is the clip that I like to use the whole time, because this one's right here is help you to hold it when you want to sew it, the fabric on your crochet bags, or when you want to sew it by hand, is, keeping and just stay, the and not move. So I recommended a couple of these, and a really nice a pair of scissors. This right here is really nice for myself. I work with this. I mean, it's super sharp, it's just cut it and it's smooth, so really nice. You don't have to have professional, and this one is really nice to cut it. I think I got this one Hobby Lobby, and it was 50% off. So hey, you don't have to have like two really expensive one. The only it can cut the yarn, the fabric really nice. That's enough for you. Any colors depends the colors the fabric you're gonna use. And this time I'm gonna use the black. You're gonna see why is the black. I got this on Joann's. It was buy 3 and get 3 free, or 2 free, I don't remember, but this one you can find in Walmart either way. One that I recommended is get a really point yarn, not yarn needle, or regular needle, because you're gonna put the thread on inside the needle. So this is one I recommended to use. And yeah, so this is kind of pretty much the materials you need, and of course your crochet bags. So you can see, I'm gonna show you the way I connect them, the squares for this bag. This is the bag we are going to line in on this video. And so I put it the squares different way, so hopefully you like the way I did. It's gonna be a short, kind of a short video, short clip. This could be in this video. So the way I connecting the squares and the way is go. Now if you want to crochet this bag right here, I have a actually I had a video, and this is the video. If you like to go and check it out, I go step by step with you. And this is the same thing. The difference in this video is the lining. Line the fabric, you know, put the fabric on the crochet bag, like this bag right here. So let's go started. Get your materials and let's go have fun. Okay, so you can see it's completely done. We're gonna be cut it on the with the fabric. So this is how they look. Okay, and I got my 2 extras in here and in here. So what you're gonna do, you're going to grab your fabric. If you don't want to do with the fabric, skip this step and go to the next. But if you don't have the bag that I have, or you want to do it with the fabric, this is good way to do. Okay, so let me get. Okay, so I got the fabric already. I changed the color of the fabric, the one that I just showed you, the color, this one right here, because the size to this size, it was too small, so I don't have enough room to get it to extra. So I had to looking for a fabric. It is exactly, you know, the cover. So we are going to leave at least 1.5 inches to here because we are going to crochet a little bit more. Now if you don't want to leave it extra, this is up to you, but I recommend it. Okay, so so they had to be this size, 2 inches and 2 inches on this side. You're gonna see why. So let's cut it this part first, so you can see the line right here. That is how much I'm going. Oh, and also on the side, you know, a little bit, just like maybe 1 inches on this and both sides. So I'm just going to start cut it, and let's see right here. It's a little bit more extra the inches, but that's okay. It's good to do. We can have extra, right? Then not less. So right now, right here, we have our fabric for the bag. So before going to let me see. Okay, so and this part right here, okay, we're just going to try and to, the only I recommend to leave is a little bit more extra, because you're going to fold it like this, and that is the way you are going to start sew it. Let me get it closer. There you go. You know, fold it a little bit. You don't have to, you know, this have to be the same size to here and to the other side, all around, you know, because in the same way right here. So this is how much we are going to leave to this side. Let me show you the other side. Let me fold there, and you can see this part right here. There's the same thing. So that's the way we are going to fold it, and we are going to start sewing. So on both sides, what are you going to do? Because we got an extra fabric in here, and extra fabrics in here. So that's good that we have plenty extra. So in here, if you don't know how, how much you left, just put your you measure tape, 1 inches, but it will be like what, 2 inches, just like that. So just something like that. And we, as before going into the corner right here, okay, you have to measure the 2 inches. So just give you just the idea to how you can cut it, your fabric. So, and the same time this way. So okay, there you go, and there you go. And you're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so I just cut it on both sides. Okay, and that is how the look our fabric cut it, and this is how the look our back. So this is the next step. So our fabric, we got already our fabric. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to fold it to the other side, to right here on the top. I'm just going to show you what you're gonna need and what part you're gonna need to sew it. Okay, so you got your clips, and you have to hold your fabric. Okay, and so on this part right here, you are going to put it together. So real quick, now you can do it by hand or you can do it on the machine. That is up to you. I'm gonna do it in the machine because it's more quick and more fast. So right here, I'm just gonna take in this part on the corner and just like that. And right here on in the bottom of the bag, I'm just going to do it this way. So let me just try and put it right. Okay, so and the same thing to the other side you're gonna do. So the part you're gonna sew it is right here and 2 up. Okay, so go 2 up, and you're gonna do it the same thing to the other side. That's the way I'm gonna do on mine. So see, I'm going to put it one side just like that, and here hopefully you're not missing anything, and you can see everything. So you are going to sew it, and that side, let's see, this side. Now when you sew, you have to be careful what is going to be the inside and what is going to be the in on the front. Okay, so that's really important. So we have already our, let me see, so that is kind of our pretty all the bag, the that is gonna be the inside, like the folded could be inside. And yeah, so When I get it done to everything, I will sew this part in the machine. I don't want to do it right now because I have to work in on the bag. There's more, you know, and crochet. So sew it to here. So you're going to start sew it to right here. You see the line right here, and coming up, and the same way, this way and up. And you're going to have ready your folder. And also, when you sew it that part, you are going to fold it just a little bit. Let's see, just fold it a little bit like that, and you're going to sew it all around. Okay, so that's the way you can sew it by hand and connecting to the crochet bag. Okay, so let's go to the next step. So I just sewed the fabric. So let me just real quick. So you can see I just sewed the part that I will show you when I was cut it and put it with the clips and everything. So let me turn it to the other side so you can see what part you have to sew it. Now this one you can do it by hand, or you can use in your sewing machine, but for me it is more easy to use the sewing machine, so easy and quick. So you can see that is the part. I know there's the dark. Let me put a little light. Hopefully the small light they help to you can see. So so this is the part that's going on the side. So you can see I just saw this part right here and coming into this side. So I did the same thing to the other side. So that way, when this right here, this is the square right here. Let me just, there you go. So that is the square. Let me try and put it right. Okay. So this right here, there's the bottom of the back. So you know the 3 squares going in here. So now what we're gonna do, so in I did at least 1 inches, you know, and maybe a half inches, and sew it. And this is how it had to look like. So right now this is the size we have to put it inside the bag. Let me just grab my bag. So this is the bag right here, completely done. And I really love the color about this bag. So I mean, I love it because this fuchsia pink, really, look at that, look at this. So now what we're gonna do, okay, now inside I hide the yarn, inside I just tie it, and that's it. It's not nothing like, you know, to like extremely professional, but I try to do my best. So you can see this a little bigger than they're supposed to be, but it's okay because I want my the fabric get an extra little bit more. So so that's the way we are going to put it inside. This is the outside, so the outside go inside, and the outs the outside go inside, like that, just like that. So let me see, you can see, so this the part go like this inside. Okay, and now what are you, let me try, you know what, let me take in these stitch markers. I don't need it no more. It helped me a lot, but not anymore. They're making a lot of noise. So now what you're gonna do, you're gonna have your I recommend and have like a point needle, just something like this, so that way is through the through with the fabric and to the yarn. So I got black yarn, black color. So depends the color that you use for the fabric on the and the yarn. I just gonna use black because that way I don't have navy color, so that's totally fine. So before we're gonna start sewing, let me grab the clips, this one's, and this is what we're gonna do before they start sewing. Just get your you see, this is gonna be in the part of the here, so when they sew it, the nice view is gonna be inside the bag, but the people can see, you know. So what I'm gonna do, this is perfect, this is so perfect. Okay, so get on this side, you know, remember the square that's going on the sides. So this is the squares that going on the side. So we're not going to put it all to the top right here. We are just going to count, let me see, on the first one, on the first single, that's what we're going to do. Start sewing our bag. Okay, so that's the second, there we go, right here. So let me just put it some clip like that and into the other one. Now don't stretch too much your work, okay, and just keep going, you know. Like I said, this could be only on the first one that we are going to start sew it or bag with the fabric. So make sure it is right, you know, on the right. See right here, it start with the first one. Okay, so let me just try and put it in here, and just like that. So I'm just going to put in the clip, and I can decide which one I'm going to start. Okay, and what you need to do only, you know, whatever side you start, just take it out and right here and just start sew it. Super easy, doing the way you know. I start doing first, put my needle in the back just like that. Okay, oops, let me see, I have to tie a little bit more. Okay, there you go. So, and all you need to do is just sew it all to the other side and coming this way. This is it, you can get it done, your project. I completely done my bag, sew it and everything, so I just want to show you how they look inside. So that is the way I did. Like I said, it's just sew it that way. I mean, you know, there's nothing exactly in the stitch you had to sew it. You know, the only thing you don't have to do is back and forth. You can see there's nothing out, so it just only get it through onto the fabric and to the yarn inside, you know. So very simple, and this is how they look the back inside. Let me put it this way so you can see. This is a perfect, let me put a little bit more up so you can see that is the look inside, and that is right here the size on the size the bag. So it's really nice, they can have bigger space, it is not too tight, the fabric. So that is the way I do. I cut it and sew it the way my bags, you know, put it in fabric. So this is on the size, you know, the line. Let me see. Let's see this way. There you go. So this is how they look. Let me try and put it right. There you go. So that is pretty much I do my bags, and I will show you the way I do mine. That is the way it's been functional for me. I would just like to share with you what it was worth for me, and you know, hopefully this idea help you to you can, or how you can cut it and sew it the fabric, and you can, you know, doing this for your bags. You see, this is just a regular bag, just like that, and with you know, with the fabric. And also about the color, I like it, I love it. I thought it was look so weird because it's navy blue, and but you see that there's nothing show, and it's look like black, but it's totally fine. I was not trying to even put it in other colors, but that is pretty much everyone. Hopefully you like this video, the way I do my bags, cut the fabric, and you know, put it on the bags. So thank you very, very, very much. And don't forget, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and see you in the next video. Have a wonderful and beautiful and amazing yarn day. Bye.